Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to check us out. This is The Rough Craft, show dedicated to creating new stories while enjoying a nice, tasty beer. I will be Tom, as with me as always. I messed that up. I was going to say I'll be your host as always, but not wanting to do the host thing. So, Devin, Matt, are you there?
No.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
You
we
guys-
are.
I'm here. I got to
That's
unmute.
the joke.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Like, y'all look like y'all might be muted still. But hello, everybody. Just going to get right into it. What we're going to be doing tonight, we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be doing a story mashup. So we have two stories. If you saw the thumbnail or any of the posts that we've made, we're going to be doing Fargo, which has been suggested by Devin, the movie. And then we're going to be doing The Little Mermaid.
No one watches the show.
Nobody, apparently. And then we're going to be doing the Little Mermaid, which is suggested by Matt. We're going to take these two stories and try to mash them together. And if you guys have any suggestions for movies, stories, anything, it could be books, it could be movies, it could be TV shows, it could be video games, whatever it is, stories that we can mash up together, leave us a comment.
I didn't even think of like something like that. I don't know why I didn't even think of like anything. I think other medium. Once you said Little Mermaid, I was like, movie. It has to be a movie.
I think that's kind of naturally what just sticks in your head.
Well, Little Mermaid, was originally a Grimm's fairy tale.
I'd never seen it before. Anyway, let's do you want to do plugs? We're plugging like Neil's book.
Yeah.
Well,
I talked with Neil earlier. He actually, if you don't know right now, we might throw a link in the description.
If you don't know
you
Neil
can go to
by
his,
now.
You can go to his website, neilrumrell.com. That's probably going to be the best place to go to find information about the book and everything. But I think it's the 28th. It's going to be officially released. You can go pre-order it now on ebooks.
Don't think, boy. Now, do you know?
Do I know what? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you can pre-order it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I think it's only ebook that you can get.
You can only get it as an ebook right now.
Unless in the past 24 hours something's changed.
Everyone, just hold on a minute. Will you go check with Neil?
Can you message him right quick on
Just
Discord?
call him up real quick.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Let's call him.
I'll bring him over.
Let's take some calls. Let's take some calls.
Yeah, so you go there, you can get the ebook right now. The 28th is going to be the hard, or you can pre-order it now. 28th is going to be the hard release. Hey, actually, I saw two copies of his. Did he send you the picture of them, Matt?
Yes, he did.
The copy of his book. So he actually has like the first, I guess, like test copies of his like the
cover.
paperback or whatever it is. So it's in the process, and we talked a little bit about it. So hopefully everything's going good with him. It sounds like it's a big pain in the ass getting the formatting and everything done with all these different websites and everything, but he's should be out soon. We'll be out on the 28th, so I'm looking forward to getting a copy of it. And you guys should too.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So
we can. But yeah, like, subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know, give us any suggestions for anything in the future and all that stuff. If you haven't already, Matt, go. What's the Little Mermaid about?
Oh, we
jumping into this? We're talking about what we're drinking?
Yeah, we're all drinking something different. You go ahead. You start, Devin.
I got a lovely 13 Stripes brown ale here, amber ale. Little local brewery here in Taylor, South Carolina. Some nice guys. Never had it before.
I just got me some Sam Adams Wicked Hazy.
That's what we all tried to get. It didn't work out for two of us.
And it never does.
It never does. We can't find the same thing.
We always wait to the last minute, and then we also can never.
But right now I'm having a Dos Equis Lager Especial. It's a cucumber.
Nice.
Oh, they have like flavored. I know they have like ranch water now or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's a flavored beer, and like it's like, you know how seltzers are and have flavors, like grapefruit. This one's actually like a lager, like a Yingling mixed with cucumber and pineapple. It's pretty good, man.
This is like
he got
Yingling-ish,
a little hot for a second.
but really good. What are you drinking, Tom?
I'm drinking a Summer Break IPA. It's a Session Hazy IPA by Sierra Nevada, and that's about all the information I have on it. It's a family-owned, operated, argued over. It's a good tag.
We play these guys, like there's a hockey team in my league that this brewery sponsors or whatever.
Oh, no,
I had no idea their beers
Devin talking about how he plays hockey.
I went to the thing, and I go, hey, do you have Sam Adams? And they were like, no, get the fuck out of here. And I saw all the 13 Stripes. I was like, that's a familiar name. Oh, we play them in hockey. I didn't know that their brewery canned stuff and sold it. I thought it was just like, hey, we have a brewery.
Their brewery was just...
I thought it was just fucking guys with funny mustaches and with a bar. Like, here's our big keg things, and they poured you shitty beer. But it's actually, this is very good. I enjoy this a lot.
I know I had a 13 Stripes for them too, and it's cool. I think they're all their bottle or can designs are all like founding fathers related.
Yeah, this one's Benjamin Talmadge.
Yeah. The great founding father.
He was probably in Hamilton too. I don't know.
He was
I don't
probably
know.
in Hamilton.
He was his right hand man.
I've listened to Hamilton. I've never heard
A
of
lot of
Benjamin.
times. I remember when I first listened to Hamilton, I was so surprised that you liked it as much as I did, but now you like it. You liked it way more than I did.
Yeah, I liked it. Well, I have this problem where
You liked it to the point where you play it constantly and your wife hates you for
It's
it.
good, man. Matt didn't like it. I don't know why. It's fucking.
If I find something I like, I tend to listen to it on repeat nonstop.
Speaking of,
I was in the top 5% of listeners of the Bo Burnham's new album.
Okay, of course you were.
Hamilton's coming to Greenville. We need to go. You and me.
Maybe.
It's like in May or something like that.
I don't have.
He
as
said,
much
"Yeah,
interest.
we'll go," and then not show up for.
I don't have
an
as
hour
much
late.
interest in going and seeing it since it's not the original cast. But
It is
going to
be different. You want to see
worth
Lin-Manuel
seeing,
Miranda and shit.
I wanna
But
be
all
like-
right, Matt, Little Mermaid, go.
All right, Little Mermaid's about a story about a girl
I hated it.
who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Little Third Eye Blind. Is that the jam?
I do want to say that with the Little Mermaid, something I noticed as
I
I've
think
been
everyone
watching it
knows
back.
a little bit about.
It's my first time seeing it today. It was terrible.
Really?
Really? That was
I
your
think-
first time?
I didn't
Wow.
watch Disney princess movies, guys.
Yeah.
Right? I listened to the Spice Girls.
Disney princess movies are usually pretty good. Princess and the Frog, it's really good.
Basically,
But
is-
what I
Go
just
ahead.
want to say real quick is watching it back as an adult, I realized Ariel's a bitch. She's a dumb bitch.
she's
And
a 16-year-old girl.
she's a teenager, but she's supposed to be here, but she's not there. And then like everybody's so surprised that she doesn't show up, and I'm like, what else? Like you guys were Sebastian knew it. He's like, she ain't gonna show up, and then she doesn't show up. And
He
everybody's
even
like,
hinted at it when he was going down
Exactly.
to start the show. He's like, if she'd ever show up to practice, and I'm like, well, you expect her to show up here at the show?
Yeah, I
But
didn't like it, man.
and she's a big creeper. She's like.
She fell in love almost instantly with this man.
Yeah,
she
with a
saw.
guy she just saw him,
Just saw
and
him,
then
and
she's like,
you know
Well,
what?
did you
Fuck
see
my
the other
family,
humans?
fuck
Did you see the other
sea,
humans
fuck
in the
crab
movie?
guy. I want that dick right there, right now. Give me legs. Someone give me legs.
and she gets
I
that
just-
statue, and she's just in there like basically fucking it.
Yes.
And as best a fish can, I assume. And
Yeah.
it's disturbing. I don't think
weird.
she's not a good role model for sure. But
I mean,
She sacrifices everything for her man.
yeah, that's true. It's weird. I didn't know that like she doesn't even talk through 2/3 of the movie. I was like, that's weird. I was like,
I was
what?
looking back at it. I
Well,
was like,
It's
after
a singing song movie.
Well, after I want to be where the people are song, you just kind of like, okay, well, this is enough of this bitch.
All right, it's like I hate
really
everybody here.
it's really Sebastian that carries the
Like you
the
said, the
musical part of
seaweed,
this.
the seaweed's always greener, and he's right.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is 100%.
100%.
Well, let's
So
get into-
anyway, she sacrifices her voice to get legs. And
By the
then
way, why?
she wants to
she
be
just-
with she wants to be
Just,
with Eric.
but what is the point? She's just an evil person and wants
I-
voices.
I-
Ursula's point.
I don't
She wants the
understand what-
trident. She wants
I think-
King Trident's trident.
Ursula's plan
Oh,
was
okay.
basically to capture
Oh, that's right. She wanted to make a deal. You're fucking right. Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry. You're right.
So it all built up to her becoming the queen of.
that
she
makes
wanted
total
to be-
sense. I take everything I said back. I love this movie.
What about the contract? He couldn't laser the contract.
I was like, she's like, it's a legal contract. Like what? Also, like she cheats. Also, she's evil. Why would she keep her word anyway? Even if
Yeah.
I don't understand. She didn't have to.
Like,
it's like
she was
it's like
trying to
when the
marry
devil,
Eric and shit.
It's like when the devil loses in the fiddle contest. Why does he keep his word? He's the devil. Like he tried to cheat by bringing in a whole 40-piece skeleton band. Like
Well,
why
she-
did he?
She got killed, so that's
Dude,
Dude,
I
he
was, I was
ran
like,
his
it was
shit
violent.
in
I was
her.
like, holy shit!
It ramps up pretty quick, right?
I was
there.
like, oh my god, he just drove a ship into
He
this
just
lady.
All-
impales her with the ship's mast and everything. It was
And,
It was
and
nuts.
you're like, see, child, talking to you. I'm not gonna give out your kids. They were like, look, see, that's why you don't need to sign
Yeah.
any dodgy deals.
You don't make deals with.
that's why you
seed
read the
ladies-
terms and
ladies.
service of every contract.
She watches like Baby Shark thing, and it's like there's like these sea monsters. I'm like, are those sea monsters? She'd be like, monster. The other day she was going, Daddy monster, Mommy monster. I was like, no, we're not monster. And she's like, me monster. We're like, no, we're not a monster.
You need to let her hear that Eminem Rihanna song.
I don't even know what the reference is, but
The friends with the monsters inside of my. You never heard
it. I never
Huh?
saw
Good
Little Mermaid
song.
either, so I was
Good
like,
song.
I don't know
Yeah, I
anything.
can't believe you've never seen Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
I don't
figured
know.
it-
I never saw a lot of those movies. I really don't know. I know like Snow
You see
White.
Lion King?
Oh, of course. I mean, Lion King and Aladdin, bro. That's like here.
See, Aladdin. I don't know if I've ever seen Aladdin all the way through. And
You
that
can see
great?
it just because of Robin Williams' performance.
Yeah, I'm sure I have, but
He's
I don't
the
remember
reason
that one.
He's the reason there's all these all the celebrity voices started being because there was voice actors, and then everyone's like, wait a minute, we could just get I don't know
pull in big
Vanessa
talent.
Williams to come do this voice for some reason. Yeah, he was the first one to do that. So that's
Yeah.
why everything went to voice actors, and everybody
That
in
makes
Cars,
sense.
it's Will Smith and this and Larry the Cable Guy. Like, who gives
They're
a
like,
fuck?
The Rock can't sing. They're like, we'll teach him.
We'll teach him. He'll be the Moana thing, which I don't. I saw little bits and pieces of it.
Moana's
Just
pretty good.
want to say,
It's got
have
have you listened to Shiny? It has your it has what's his name? The guy from Flight of the Conchords.
Jermaine Clement or
yeah.
the other guy.
Yeah, Jermaine. He does the voice of this big crab guy and does the Shiny song, best song in the movie.
Oh yeah,
Speaking of crabs, Little Mermaid. Are we done with talking about it?
yeah, we pretty much got the whole idea.
It does
wrestled-
end kind of abruptly, and I'm like, okay, they just got married
Yeah.
and
Something
happily ever after.
It was silly how he's like, poor Ariel, make her have some legs.
He could just give her legs. I was another thing. I was like, he has leg powers. His trident can just give legs. I don't
was
know.
sitting here thinking, I was like, well, we can go with the Disney version, or we can go with the Grimm's fairy tale version, where he ends up marrying some other girl and she just kills herself in the ocean.
I really like that we have a guy that was born a year after this movie was made, finally seeing it at the age of 32 and giving his first raw reaction to it. It's pretty neat.
I couldn't stand it.
All horse shit. He's like, well, I wasn't 5 when I saw it. So.
Even my daughter was kind of like in and out of it. She wasn't even like laser
She's like,
focused.
was
We
this
watched
hand drawn
Up.
shit?
Up,
I
she
want
was
some
like-
3D animated stuff.
Up. She was all about Up, dude. I was like crying during Up.
Up's good. Have you seen The Good Dinosaur?
The good
Oh.
Evie,
I'm sure
my daughter
we'll see all
loves
this
it.
stuff.
Good Dinosaur.
Good Dinosaur is great, man. My wife hasn't seen it. She doesn't want to see it because it's so fucking sad.
She's
knows.
at
Really?
the age now where she
Yeah,
can
Good
kind of
Dinosaur's sad as
she
shit.
focus in more than like for like
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes at a time, and then gets up, starts playing with stuff. So like
Yeah.
she's like, movie? You want to watch a movie? She's like, movie. We sit down and watch a movie. So I don't know how we're gonna put these two stories together. I don't know how.
Well, let's talk about the other story first before we try
Fargo?
to decide if we can mesh it with it. All right, go ahead.
Fargo. This was the first time I've ever seen Fargo.
What did you think?
I really liked it. Like, you kept talking it up pretty good, and I'm
Fargo's a
like,
good movie.
I kind of wanted to not like it, but it had
It's one of
Steve
my favorites.
Buscemi in it, so I was already like, I'm probably gonna like this movie, and it was really good. I think we talked about it earlier. The only complaint I had was the pregnant lady getting morning sickness, but I understand exactly why they did it. Just it was for like a bit, and also to kind of like it was a joke, and also to kind of show the strength and resilience of her character, like how we're like,
Marge.
no. I'm not gonna throw up because of the dead bodies I'm looking at. It's because of the morning sickness.
Yeah,
I'm
she was
hungry
looking.
now.
She was looking like a gunshot wound to the head, and she's like, "Oh no, it's morning sickness. It's not."
brutal fucking gunshot too.
That was a crazy scene when they start chasing the down.
It's all
They
fucking-
drive by and they're like looking to the car. They chase them and kill them.
Like what?
So-
Like when he was chasing them down, like and the car just went "Arr!" and just swerved, and all of a sudden, like all you saw red lights for like 2 minutes during the chasing, and all of a sudden it just went. You saw the car turn and then disappear, and I was like, "What happened?" And then you just look and just see the car on his head. It's fucking crazy.
I
and then
think
what happened?
the way
He gets out of the car and then he shoots the girl in the head. After he shoots a guy down running.
Is that like did he leave his girlriend or daughter? I don't know. He just dipped out of that bitch.
Oh
Whoever she
yeah, I
was.
think it was
Oh
his
yeah, he just
girlfriend.
fucking took off, man.
He just dipped, dude. He's like,
He's like,
you can have
look, if I can get out of here, I'll draw him away.
yeah, they'll follow me.
But
That was
the
a
way
really good movie, man.
the way I
I love
describe
it.
that movie is just extreme uncomfortableness mixed with bouts of extreme violence, and it just goes back and forth between that.
Have you
And,
seen Punch
all-
Drunk Love before?
I have. It's been a while.
That's another movie where it's just like I just don't like watching movies where I'm like, God damn it, this guy's just getting his ass kicked for like 90 minutes, and I'm like, it's just uncomfortable to watch. Like you said, it's just like you want this shit to work out for William H. Macy, but he's a piece of shit. You don't want his
Yeah.
wife to get killed, but you know he got this deal with these bad guys, and you're just like, why can't anything go right for this guy? Man?
Blood
Like,
has
what
been
the
shed,
fuck?
Jerry.
Blood has been shed, Jerry.
But like,
Drop
and I
that fucking briefcase.
I did really
Who
like
the fuck are you?
the overtone of this pregnant. I guess she was the police chief, just carrying this investigation. And she's so casual about it the whole time. And I think it's cool. I don't know what real police work is like, but I assume it's
snippy with me.
I assume it's something like that where it's just very. She's just doing her day job. It seems
You
like.
fucking snapped at me
Yeah, there's no
for
reason
whatever
to get
reason. I
snippy
was like,
with me.
"There's no reason to get snippy with me. I'm just doing my job."
I'm cooperating. You want me to do a damn lot count? I'm cooperating.
So yeah,
You gotta send the fax in. He's on the phone. He's like, all right, oh yeah, I gotta send.
I'll send the fax. No, I shoot my girl over there.
I shoot her over there. Well, we'll handle it. He's just like,
guy. I'm so glad you're nailing the accent, Devin, because Matt just keeps doing the lines. It just doesn't hit as hard.
No, I don't.
We're gonna knock $100 off that True Coat for you. You're a fucking liar.
Oh yeah, that part was really good. I feel like I don't know. But what I'm assuming is happening there is there was never an extra charge for the True Coat. No. He just added the True Coat so he could pocket that money himself.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's a little weasel, man. William H. Macy was made to play that role. He's so good at it, man. I love him so much.
This
in that
is
movie.
like, I want to ask you, like when the person called about the cars, he's like, I can't really see these numbers right here. They're all fudged up in the fax.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
fax it back up. Yeah, he's fucking with it. Like
I thought that was like he was fucking with it and just like pocketing the sales money on that.
He thought they were gonna kidnap his wife. She was gonna hang out for a day or two, and then dude was gonna fork over $1 million, and he was gonna give them what, 50,000 or whatever it was.
I think it was like 40 or 50.
It's 40,000. He was gonna pocket like 900 grand, man.
And that way he could make the deal that he wanted to do.
How is he gonna explain that? Where he got $750,000? They're not a bank, Jerry.
I think the hard part is getting the money. The explaining of the money would be a bit easier.
Maybe, but he was just like,
there was one problem at a time.
I wonder why he needed money. Like I said, he probably was in a bunch of debt. I don't know, man.
It could either be debt. It could be. Well, no, he needed the. He needed the money for the thing.
For the deal.
Yeah.
Because he went to Snip. He went to.
He needed $70,000.
He went to Shep and say the deal's off. He's like, call those guys and say no, I don't need it anymore because stuff is working out for me.
It was $750,000 he needed.
That's what he was gonna get for going in with the deal, but he was going to get a finder's fee, which is only 10%, which is like $70,000. Wouldn't that have like given them? He could have got his wife back at least. I don't know. He had to be in some. I
think he needed $750,000 for the thing.
For
That's
the
what
deal.
I'm saying. That's why he wanted $750,000 for the parking lot.
I know for the parking lot he needed the money, but it never says like.
I think because he got his wife kidnapped for $900,000.
He was playing both sides.
Yeah, because once Wade came to him and said, "Hey, this is a good deal. Let's work something out."
These numbers are pretty sweet.
These numbers are pretty sweet, Jerry. And he went to Shep and said, "Hey, call off the kidnapping because stuff is working out."
So he thought they were just going to put up the money for him.
Yeah.
He hated that. He fucking hated his son-in-law. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
He's not selling me a car.
He's like, I forget the wife's name. No, she's like,
Jean. Oh no, we're gonna fail the neck. What's the test? What's the test the woman made up with? Where you can't the women. What's the fuck? What's the name of that woman?
Her name is Jean.
Test? I don't know.
Jean.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, she had that to do.
But anyway, like Wade, the father-in-law was like, "My daughter and your son have nothing to worry about." Because Jerry has stuff to worry about.
They'll always be taken care of. He's watching the Minnesota Gophers play hockey. They'll always be taken care of.
Yeah. I really love the accents though. Like this fucking movie, William H. Macy and whoever his wife is, they did a fantastic. And Margie.
They do so good just because everything's like when they're doing the like I'm going crazy up here by the lake. That part like he's like Tommy's the first one. He's having such a good time. But Tommy like when he's like
we're going tough one that like ruined the whole show right there for a second.
We're going crazy over here by the lake. And they're talking about, oh no, it's up here on this road and this lake and this and that. Everything's like a normal conversation. They're not doing shit crazy. Is this your 98 Burgundy out here? Everything's like how real people would talk about things.
Like my favorite scene is Marge walking back in after she walks out. She goes to her prowler and she walks back to her house and said, "Hun, the prowler needs a jump."
The prowler needs a jump. That's how people talk. She goes, "My car needs a jump." She's like, "The prowler needs a jump." That's what you would say to your husband or wife, man. Like it's great. I'll make you some eggs.
He's sitting there eating her breakfast and looks behind him and she just walks back in and said, "The prowler needs a jump."
You married Norm, son of a Gunderson. That's my favorite character in the movie is the Asian guy. You mind if I sit over here with you? And he's just down. Nah, I prefer you.
I would like you to sit over there.
You sit over there.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. That's what
he's
I'm
like. He's telling him his wife died.
It made me so mad.
Which apparently his wife didn't die or something like that. The woman
he never married her.
Yeah. He saw his wife died, and the waiter comes. She's like, "Oh no." She's all quiet because the waiter's there. They're trying to ignore it. Oh no, your wife died, huh?
See, I hated that. because like I was feeling at that point like I was safe with Margie. Like and whenever it would go to her, like I felt safe with her. It made sense.
Why did she go meet that guy?
Cool and calm. I don't know.
I don't know.
Why did she go meet that dude?
The only thing
she called her up like in the dead of night.
I think she was just in the Twin Cities and was just going to go meet her, catch up with a friend because she thought he was married.
Yeah, I really think that's all. That's the only thing that makes sense because I'm like, is she suddenly like, please don't now you go and do some shitty stuff. And she didn't. She was cool, and I'm like, okay, good. So she's still the good, straight arrow we need. But I just want her detective work. I think I mentioned earlier, but goddamn, like when they go to the crime scene and she's like this and this and this and just puts it all together, I'm like, they fucking already solved the goddamn thing. They just gotta find
I have to disagree with your detective work. It's just like a part. It has to be in every police movie.
I love it, man.
DL it's like a lover's quarrel gone wrong.
It's like a lover's quarrel gone wrong.
That guy's dead. Not that guy,
Fargo
but the other guy.
I know. It's weird watching Whitest Kid stuff.
Now we gotta.
I haven't.
Mesh them together.
So yeah,
I
would say basically, which characters do you? I would say that the easiest way to do it is, I mean, we can go back and forth and just kind of mix and match either way. But I would say like take some characters and throw them into one of the stories, like and then just figure out kind of like fun things that would happen. I don't.
We're talking about mashing them up.
Yeah.
Are we making one cohesive story with story bits, and then we're taking some characters from here, some characters from there? Is it going to be a what girl wants some dick story? Is it going to be a someone kidnap somebody story? Like, what's it going to be?
How about some girls wanting some dick, but the way she gets him is by getting him kidnapped?
That's what I figured. Like, I like the Trident, Mr. Trident, whatever his name is, could have had his daughter kidnapped. I don't know why.
Well, I was thinking we'd correlate story elements. So like the money would be the Trident. So we gotta figure out, go from there. Are we gonna have Ariel be?
You gave us nothing at all. He's like, here's what I was thinking.
Like, I was correlating items.
Then we go.
I was correlating story.
We go from there.
We go. The money is the Trident.
So Ursula would have to have somebody kidnapped.
No, I was thinking either Ariel has someone kidnapped or Trident.
The whole point of the kidnapping is to get the Trident.
I would say Ursula would be the one that would kidnap.
Ursula, I love you, Ursula.
Get Ariel kidnapped, so Trident will then pay with the money the Trident. But that story, now that I think about it, it's almost the same exact story already.
Yeah, it has to be Ariel getting kidnapped for this Trident to get the Trident from Mr. Trident.
But that's kind of what she does in a sense. Yeah. She makes this deal that she can't escape. Basically, she's gonna fail the deal, so he takes her over. So then Trident gives himself up. And the Trident. That's literally what happened. These are the same exact stories this whole time.
So where does Steve Buscemi fit in all this?
He's one of the eels.
He's one of the eels.
The two eels are the two guys.
He's both of the eels.
That's
he's funny looking. God damn, I was thinking about that
He's kind of funny looking.
The whole time, like every time.
Could you be a little more specific?
More funny looking than a normal guy, and I'm like, this is fucking. They're just really nailing him. But he's like, hey, I am pretty funny looking.
He's a little guy, kind of funny looking.
Took a shot in the face.
He did get. I got shot in the fucking face.
I'm taking the car.
I'm taking that fucking car.
Yeah,
fucking asshole.
That goes with the uncomfortableness too. Like as soon as what's his name, Wade. As soon as he comes out, he's like,
he's like, give him some more money. He had fucking $900,000. It just shows you how Cuba can be greedy, man. That greed really. So.
And he pulls out that gun.
We really should have merged this with No Country for Old Men.
It's the same. I mean,
okay. Here's what I think. Then let's take Ariel. Ariel, what is the thing she wants the most?
Her legs.
She wants to be with that guy.
Dick.
She wants to be where the people are.
So, no, she wants to be with Eric.
She wants to be where the people are.
She wants Eric.
She sings a song about it. A whole song about it.
To be up there where babies burping, flowers bloom. That's from South Park.
different song, same name.
I actually showed that to my wife. I was like, this is a better up there song. Listen to this one. And it is. It's so much better. Oh, I said, this is the best song in the movie. I'm like, Under the Fucking Sea is the best song. What are you talking about? I've never even seen the movie. I know that's the best song in the movie.
Yeah, Under the Sea is basically, it reminds me of I Can't Wait to Be King, like the way the whole ensemble was built up and everything.
My favorite song.
There's a long section.
That's my favorite song of the Lion King.
Topanga.
Keanu Reeves. Whenever I really disliked watching it back and seeing the part where they go through pretty much all the different animal families and not animal families, but all the different animals are like, this animal does this animal. It goes on for so long until finally I'm like, when's the blowfish blow? When's the blowfish blow? Because that's all I remember. And finally, it gets there, and I'm like, all right. It took so fucking long to get
Is
there.
he supposed to be like Jamaican? What is that accent going on?
It's very
Jamaican,
racist.
Caribbean.
It's a little bit racist.
A little bit.
A little bit. Old Disney.
Are
Was
they
very
saying
racist.
Jamaicans can be crabby? But to be fair, for a movie made in 1989, I think if that's the worst, I think they did pretty good. I was
Yeah,
actually
pretty good.
surprised whenever you go back. You don't have to go to any
was-
Disney movies.
Well, did you
no
listen to
Disney
Kiss
movies
the
are
Girl?
getting canceled.
It was surprisingly simple. I was so
Yeah.
surprised how simple that movie was. And I
It's
was
a
like,
kids movie.
You're right, but still, like, Up, it's incredible, dude.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. They've just got. I guess Pixar. I guess what's
It's-
another
yeah.
Disney movie?
Pixar does really good.
Yeah, Toy Story.
Um,
Shit.
I'm trying to think of it. I mean, they're all pretty simple. Like I think it's all.
I don't,
I
I
feel
don't,
like
I don't really see the new ones. I'm an adult, so it's weird for me to like.
No, man, watch them. You got a
Watch
girl.
cartoon.
You got a kid. I love cartoons. I
I'll
can't
see
get
it
away from
now.
them.
I'm sure she'll
And-
want to watch Frozen, which is also a terrible movie. I'm sure she'll want to watch that shit.
Frozen's not great.
It's
There's
awful.
There's one good. I like the.
Why have
wanna
you
build a
watched
snowman.
Frozen? What excuse do you
I don't
have?
remember what were the circumstances, but I watched it and really didn't enjoy it. Maybe Jessica wanted to watch it. When
There
I
was
dating
probably
her.
some
I can't
puss that
remember.
needed slamming, and that's what it took to get
Oh
it.
yeah. So how are we going to combine these movies? We really are just going to get off track in this one.
This is the whole point. We're just gonna get off track
Yeah,
and
I
talk
don't
about each
know if
movie.
you guys want to just do story beat to story beat, and maybe we can just start.
So the
we can do that.
beginning
We can
of
just start from
The
the
Little
beginning.
Mermaid.
Pick a
is-
beginning. Well, first, which cast
Well,
of
who's
characters
Frank?
are we going to
Let's
use?
which movie are we gonna use as the backdrop? Are we gonna
I
use
would-
Little Mermaid or are we
yeah.
gonna use Fargo?
Is this
We're
going
gonna
to be
take-
under the sea, or is it going to be in North Dakota?
Yeah.
I think we got to take place in the Twin Cities.
Right,
You're
we're
going up
gonna
to
go
the
North
Twin
Dakota?
Cities.
Okay,
Go to
don't
Fargo.
You know?
Okay.
Okay,
We're going
so
North
it's going to
Dakota.
be.
So we got Little Mermaid characters in Fargo.
But are they just going to be?
I
No,
guess
we're not-
just
we're-
imagine human versions of themselves.
Yeah.
I guess.
What I mean is like,
What's
the
this
Trident
Jamaican
just-
fella doing here over in Fargo? There.
is the Trident guy just going to be Jerry's father-in-law?
Yes.
Yep, I
Yep.
guess
That's
fucking
there he
so,
is.
yeah.
You're not selling me a goddamn boat. I don't know.
Eric.
So that makes his daughter Ariel, which so she's fucking kidnapped the whole time. This is the same goddamn movie.
It's the same thing. It's yeah, you're right though. Ursula could be Jerry, and the two eels are the other guy. I don't know. Who's Shep Proudfoot? When did she come in and beat the shit out of him?
Oh, that's,
I was
that's,
banging her.
That's
Shep
definitely-
is flounder.
no. Shep, I think Shep would be Scuttle because Scuttle is kind of the facilitator between both worlds.
Shep
He's
would be
like,
the seagull. He would be the seagull
Yeah.
for sure. He comes in and
He's-
beats the shit out of the crab for take a fucking suit with a belt. This is a diddly do. Whatever he comes up with, starts fucking beating the shit out of him.
This is a bum bringle or whatever they call
I
the
did
fork.
chuckle when she started combing her hair with the fork. I knew that was gonna happen. I was laughing at that. That was pretty good.
yeah, Scuttle's very confidently incorrect about
He's like,
everything.
oh yeah, that's what that is. Perfectly, yeah. It's like
blows
fucking Matt.
blows that
Yeah, that's
pipe
what
in
that
that
is.
dude's face.
That was great. So we're gonna be in North Dakota. We're gonna have Ariel's Gene. Who's Jerry?
Jerry's Eric.
But Eric was a good guy.
Well, he
Yeah.
doesn't have to be in
I
this.
guess you are rooting
No,
for Jerry
Eric-
in a weird way.
Yeah.
Eric was a good guy in the sense that he was just instantly a prince.
killed
and everybody
somebody.
did what they wanted. But I mean, I guess he did kill somebody in the end. I don't think William H. Macy. I don't think Jerry would have killed anybody.
He'd be like, I missed my deal here.
I want my
Very-
baseball
very-
cards.
I just
This is
want my
what I
baseball
thought about the
cards.
whole time.
I love that.
Better Call Saul. I was like,
It makes
I
sense
want my
want
baseball cards.
I need
It
my
makes
Hummer in the
sense.
driveway.
It makes sense for Ariel to be Jean because Jean is just flopping around the whole fucking movie, and she never talks.
That's true. That's a great point, man.
Yeah.
You could put a bag on her head and just there she is
Yeah,
in the
there she's-
corner next to the
Ariel's
stove that's
muted.
open.
So Ursula is one of the kidnappers. She's not Steve Buscemi. She's the
She'd have to be the other guy if we're gonna make her.
Who's Buscemi?
Buscemi is the two eels.
Yeah, he's both eels.
But they don't really do much other than turn the boat over, and they get blowed up.
Well,
Eh,
they
They're funny
they
looking.
they,
though.
they take
They
Ariel
are funny
to Ursula.
I mean, no.
They
I
kidnap
mean, if you-
They kidnap
Dude,
Ariel.
Buscemi has to be Ursula. That's some shit Buscemi would do, man. He would turn himself into a hot lady. So was she just gonna be princess then? What was the plan?
She was. Just,
She was
going to
be princess of land and sea
Just to
because she has the
kidnap Ariel.
trident.
You're right though. Just to kidnap Ariel to get.
It
the
was
trident.
just to make sure
100%.
Ariel because with the song "Kiss the Girl," which is the best song. Your wife's wrong and so are you. with that song, her plan almost failed, and she's like, I really got to get in there, and just so everybody knows,
gotta get in
I
there.
gotta rig this shit, man. I gotta rig this up a little bit.
If we're not clear, this is 89. Kissing meant fucking.
Okay,
So
they had a fudge.
Get that conversation.
that's
I
why.
don't know why we got to go there.
That's why they didn't instantly start kissing, because you're watching like just
kiss
any
her.
dude would just kiss her.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? He's a big dick swinging prince. He'd just be like, "Hey, baby, come here,
He
baby."
He kisses bitches all the time he finds in the ocean.
I'm sure he does, man. I'm sure he was slinging dick. But
Slang.
See that statue?
see that statue of me right there? How'd they get the statue? Did it fall in the water? I don't remember.
I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of extra weight not to be carrying around. Why are they floating around
how
on the
did
sea in the
statue-
first place?
Dennis, I gotta know. I gotta know. how they
There
got-
was a there was a storm where Ariel saved Eric, and the ship sank. And I don't know how Flounder brought the statue to her little hiding place with all her gadgets.
Was Flounder the little
Flounder was the little fat friend
the little,
fish.
little Dory? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's his
But
point?
Who
be
could
cute.
Flounder be in Fargo?
Everybody doesn't
husband?
have to have
The
a
son?
corresponding thing. Yeah, the
Dad,
son.
I'm going to bed. He's like, everything
I'm going
failed.
to bed.
His wife's gone. His fucking dad's shot and killed. He's just like, I'm going to bed.
His father-in-law.
What a
I
great
think-
scene. He
I
just
think I
pulls up,
missed that
he sees
part.
him there, and he just opens up the
The
trunk.
trunk, yeah.
It's wonderful, man. It makes you come to your own conclusion. Yeah, he's like, gets home, and his son's like, Dad, or whatever, so-and-so called. He goes, uh-huh. He's like, I'm going to bed. He just like takes his boots off. It's great, man.
I think one of the ways that we could try to make this work and kind of like start something new while still doing the same story is have it so this is kind of the ever after story, which there is. There's multiple Little Mermaids. So
Little Mermaid 2, that's what. Yeah.
Little
Was it
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have a
thank
daughter
God.
who is
She looks like
wants
Ariel
to be
but
a
with black
mermaid.
hair. Yeah, it's the
Okay.
exact opposite story. She's like, I want to be under the sea.
Then she's like, I want to go under the sea. She sees a fish, and she's like, I want to fuck that fish. I got to get in there.
and that is
So she has to go
Waterworld.
make a
Where's
deal
Grandpa? Can he give me some fins, please?
We got to make a deal with Grandpa now. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, here's what you got to do.
He's like,
This is a legal contract. You can't come up.
It's a legal contract. And
Mom,
the lawyer's
Grandpa's
like,
pretty
it's
creepy.
It's airtight. We can't do anything about this contract over here. So
But I would say like it's the ever after story where they're both on land and then she's just being a real bitch.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe he finds out that he's like, oh shit, her dad's the king of the sea. I could be the king of land and sea. And he does the Ursula thing. And so so that's how Eric becomes he's a greedy guy. He's like, I'm going to make the deal with Ursula to then, he's like, I'm going to sign Ursula and we're going to do the whole thing so he can take the trident and be the king of both. Because if you have the trident, he can be a mermaid and a merman. Or merman and a human.
So you want to have your fucking wife kidnapped, Jerry?
Yeah, he's asking all these questions. Like, it's my own personal business.
It's my own personal business here.
Let's just go see the Sierra.
Let's come look at this Sierra. Let's just go take a look. I like Steve Buscemi as Ursula, and this is a hill I'm willing to die on.
Steve Buscemi is. What? I can't remember the.
He's
partner's
the
name.
main bad guy.
Yeah, not Buscemi.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
He is as far as like if you are listing.
He's
if
the
you are,
active.
He killed the. Open the fucking gate! He got shot. He kills that guy. He killed like 5 people, man.
He
Buscemi?
really went off the
Yes.
handle there.
Buscemi- shot
Buscemi
that
killed
cop.
2 people.
He killed the cop. He killed the booth
Which
guy.
cop
He
did
killed
he kill?
Jerry's. The one he pulled him down and shot him in the head. No, that was
No,
the
no,
other guy.
that was the other guy.
All right, I'm sorry. Well, he
Maybe you
went
should go
on.
watch the movie a 21st time.
You're right. I've seen it a lot. It's been a little bit since I've seen it. Okay, so that's the
Buscemi
main
only
bad.
killed 2
but
people.
that guy doesn't talk, and Ursula has a
He's-
whole song.
He's not the. I don't feel like
He
he's
can
the main
sing.
bad guy.
He
I
can
feel
sing
like
about his love for
He's a great
he-
singer. Pancake
Days
House.
of Our Lives.
he is the.
He was
he is-
watching. He's like, I'm pregnant, and he's like,
It's such a great scene. It's fucking great.
I feel like that
Eating his
guy's
TV
kind of
dinner.
the. He's the one. He's the creator of all the conflict. He's the muscle, but he's not like if again with Billing. You can probably go look at it. And I
He's
guarantee
like
Steve
Sugar,
Buscemi's
man.
ahead of him.
That dude reminded me a lot of Sugar, which is why I thought of No Country for Old Men.
Sugar represented
Yeah.
random violence.
Yeah, and that's kind of what that guy was. But I
Yeah,
don't
that
feel like
guy
it was
kinda
random.
He
It
represented
was all
random violence
purposeful.
and how it's becoming a crazy, violent world. And while, what's his name, Tommy Lee Jones is never
Just so
gonna
you know,
catch
they're
him.
talking. Did you say Old Country for No Men? Just so people know what we're referring to.
Yeah,
Because
Old
I
Country for
haven't
Old
seen
Men.
the movie.
Yeah, No Country for Old Men.
So like he it represents this random violence, which is why he always gets away. He can never catch him, and he realizes it's no country for old men anymore because it's everything's passed him by.
The world hasn't changed.
My dad had a fire.
He's like,
fire.
My dad didn't wear an iron on his hip. We have to wear iron on our hip all the time now. Yeah, he's like, the world hasn't changed. You just gotten old. Exactly. Thinking that the world has changed, that's vanity. That's what the old guy, his uncle, said. He's like,
it's a good movie. It's
No Country
kind
of
a slog.
One of my favorite books.
I need to see it. I've wanted to see it for a while. I've just never gotten around to it.
You'll like it. It's weird.
I'm sure
I almost said someone died. I'm glad I didn't just say it.
I've seen
Missy Schroeder's in it from fucking Boardwalk Empire. She's good at it.
I saw the scene from when they're in the gas station and he's talking to that girl and he has like a lighter out or something.
Coin toss.
Yeah, that's what it is. The coin toss thing.
That's one of the greatest scenes ever in a movie. It's fucking fantastic. It's like you're so like, holy shit! Like it's just a coin toss. He's like, just call it. And the guy's like, I got to know what I'm calling here. I don't know. Well, Lordy, I just own a gas station.
You married into it.
So
he's like, yeah. It was my wife's father's. He's like, you married into it.
You married into it.
I wouldn't say that. You married into it.
So you know that guy? Scary. You know that guy didn't speak any English before he got like some American roles. That's crazy. I had no idea. He's a great actor, man.
He was great, man.
Is he the same guy that does Negan?
Yeah, he's in Pirates of the Caribbean.
He's in Dune. He's in Dune too. He's at the very end of Dune.
I haven't seen Dune.
You'll really enjoy it.
Dune.
I promise you. Dune was a really good movie. The best movie.
See Dune.
It was the greatest movie, the biggest movie.
Like whatever I said Dune, I was referring to.
And Josh Brolin's in it, who's in No Country for Old Men as well. Guys, we wrapped it all up. All right, so Ursula
Woody Harrelson's also.
He's like, I knew you was crazy when I sat down here.
I would
fucking
say
Stephen Root's in it. The fucking guy that plays Boomhauer. Not Boomhauer. The other guy, King of the Hill. Stephen Root's
Bill Dotrieve.
Bill Dotrieve?
Yes. Dude, Stephen Root's great.
My stapler, that guy.
Yes. I'm surprised you know who Stephen Root is, man. That's pretty cool.
I don't know. I wouldn't have known his name. You just said for the guy from Thing, and I know he's in a lot of movies.
He's good in News Radio.
Hell for Love. I miss that guy.
That's him too. That's right. Anyway, so Ursula's the Skarsgård guy. I don't know his character's name in the movie.
Skarsgård.
That's what he is. He's like one of the Skars brothers, isn't he?
I don't know.
Let me see. Keep going.
He was in is he the guy that was in Bad Boys?
He was a bad guy in John Wick, the first one, I think. Right.
That's what it was. It's either
Peter Stormare. Yeah. God,
he seemed a lot bigger in that movie. Like
he's a big guy.
I never seen him as a big guy in the other movies I've seen. We'll
go to Pancake's house. Anyway, he's a Christian.
So
That's
you're dying on this hill. So we'll go ahead and just
we'll let Peter Stormare or whatever his name is. What's his name in Fargo? Gayer Grims?
Yeah, his name is weird. It's like Grayer or something like that.
It's weird because I feel like these guys are both henchmen. And so I feel like they are both the eel, and we would need somebody bigger to play
Ursula.
There's no one
Ursula, but there is nobody
there
bigger. That's the problem.
That's why I said Steve Buscemi be both eels.
I like that idea
because Grayer does all the heavy lifting, basically, in Fargo.
Who plays the two prostitutes that bang?
Oh, probably one of Ariel's other sisters.
Yeah, there's like there's like 6 of them, and we never get their names or anything like that.
You find that type of work interesting, do you? She's like, what are you talking about? Like, being an escort. You find that type of work. Jose Feliciano is, you can't no complaints. All right, so Ursula, we're going with the kidnapping story. Eric has Ariel kidnapped.
Yeah, I would say that's his plan. Is he ends up getting with Ursula. And he's basically saying, "Hey, look, I want to become."
Hey, this could be after they got married, but also Ursula's dead.
I don't think
she survives. She survives the ship impaling.
I honestly think she's in the second one. I'm pretty sure.
Is she really?
I think so.
Maybe she just got injured and she's like, I got to get out of here.
I think she's like much thinner. No.
She's like at the end of the movie. She's like a little barnacle thing.
All right, perfect. So Ursula's still in it. So this will be after they got married and everything's going great, right? And all of a sudden, Eric wants to be king of the sea too, right?
It just finally all clicks.
He wants to trade it. No, what I was thinking, like
he becomes evil, like in Frozen, where you think he's a good guy the whole time, but he's evil the whole time. The movie tells you he's a good guy, but he's actually a bad guy.
And you're like, what? I didn't see that coming, and that's because they didn't tell you.
It sucks, dude. It's fucking terrible.
You remember all the foreshadowing? Me neither.
He's like, I'm a great guy. Psych. Hit him with a psych, dude. All right, so Eric decides he wants to be the king of the sea. He kidnaps Ariel. He has
he gets
Ursula.
Ariel kidnapped.
Yeah, but when they know that who Ursula was, anyway, he gets Ariel kidnapped. Well, technically, he's doing it because he's part of it. He's probably going to go to jail for a long time. So,
Well, he's the king at this point.
He's
So
getting
Especially
he's like,
after
when he's getting arrested. It's like the saddest. Anyway,
and see the thing that keeps throwing me off. So it seems like we're doing
just a minute.
We're just taking
minute.
the story of Fargo and throwing it into the world of Little Mermaid. So we're not in North Dakota. We're still in the sea.
No. Oh yeah. No. Well,
it seems weird.
Maybe they moved to
be
North Dakota.
Maybe they moved to San Diego.
And then Ursula's like, "I'll just be under the ice." Under the ice.
Under
and
the
you
ice.
said that earlier, right?
Yeah, I got. That's right. I got to go hockey, Dad. What the fuck?
We
play
put
hockey.
the Lega in the wood chipper. Take it from me.
He did write a whole song.
Yeah, well, a couple lines of
gonna
another
sing?
song with different words.
Kidnap my wife. Kidnap my wife. So what are we gonna do?
Kidnap the girl.
So I would say Sebastian the whole time is following and trying to help Ariel. So Sebastian is Margie.
Okay. I
Okay.
like
That
that.
makes sense, right? And
Yeah.
then that would mean that Flounder, just by correlation, would be the other cop.
The other cop, yeah.
Yeah.
Or her husband.
Do you eat breakfast, Margie?
Oh,
Yeah.
I do like him being the husband.
I'll make you
I would
some
like
eggs.
Flounder. Be... Well,
Oh,
no,
you see her
Eric's
face,
the
too.
husband.
She's like, don't do it. And he's like, I'll do it. And she's like,
Oh, I love you, Marge. I do that.
And
when
then
I get
he
my
gets
wife
up-
in bed.
You eat breakfast, Flounder.
it's so good.
You gotta eat some breakfast.
Cook you some eggs. You can sleep.
So Sebastian and Flounder are gay lovers in this story.
Cool.
It all adds up.
Yeah,
I don't think anything we've said is inaccurate.
It's like the Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast fucking sucks.
It's not a good movie, man.
The live action one where the
No, the original.
candles
I
and
still
the
haven't seen the live
That's what they
action
did
one.
in the second season of The Witcher was Beauty and the Beast, but the beauty was an evil.
I still haven't
witch thing.
finished that.
Spoiler alert.
Nah, I don't care.
There you go.
I haven't finished it because I wasn't enjoying it.
Nice.
So here's what happened. So I'm seeing this as still being in the same setting as the. It just makes the most sense just because we have these characters that are fish, and it's just so hard to throw that in North Dakota all of a sudden unless we. It's just hard to mentally picture. So I'm just saying take the story of Fargo and put it into the Little Mermaid. So what I'm seeing is he gets all this stuff done. He talks to Ursula, and all of a sudden Ariel's captured, and then Sebastian gets a call in the middle of the night, and he's like, yeah, and he has a crazy accent too, so it makes sense. And then Flounder wakes up right beside him. So what's
Say
going
you
on,
need
Sebastian?
breakfast? You
You
gotta
need some
go.
breakfast? And then from this point on, and this was my worry with this, trying to follow the story, is at this point we've laid out all the characters and whose role they fit, and then the movie just happens.
Yeah, so I'm saying
Yeah.
we have to there has to be some
Different
points.
Little
stuff
Mermaid
happening.
bits to it, but it's such a simple.
They all
movie.
sing during.
Yeah,
their
there's
drives.
nothing that happens. And,
Wish
I,
I
mean,
could be
it doesn't
not
necessarily
in
mean
a
that-
wood chipper. That's
Yeah.
the shimmy song.
The best I can say is take some key scenes from Fargo, and then we figure out exactly how they would play out with these new characters and how it would be different.
The only thing I can think of from the Little Mermaid that we could tie in would be the dinner scene where she blows
She's
the
sitting
pipe
there
in
with a
his
bag
face.
on her head trying to
Yeah.
eat food.
Yeah,
She can't.
there's nothing other that happens in that movie that's terribly unique or anything we can take from it to be we're gonna put this in as well because Fargo is a better story.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're just taking Little Mermaid characters and making the Fargo movie happen.
Yeah. And
under the
that
sea.
was my worry. I saw
Me too.
what I wanted to do was recreate the stories with the new characters and see how these
I guess
how-
motivations would change. We are changing
how
Yeah, like-
how Eric would act in the situation, but we're correlating the characters so well. I feel to the point of where they seem like the same character, just with the different face, basically.
Well, like you said, the motivation's different. He wants to be king of the sea. He turned to a bad guy.
I feel like Eric in this world, Eric, because like you said, Eric doesn't seem like the Jerry character. I think Eric would set the plan in motion, but he would probably be the one going around capping motherfuckers. He'd be going outside and Sebastian's getting in his way. He throws out his rod and reel, and he goes out and gets his net and starts trying to catch him and stuff. And he would be more, I think, more active in it. He wouldn't be.
I see Eric more as the Marge type.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying he'd be more like the killer people. Like
Yeah.
how, like, yeah, I feel like he would be more actively out there killing people that got in the way of his plan.
Yeah, like
Like
you said, Wade don't.
Like,
you don't think Wade
like
would
the
kill
scene
anybody.
where Wade and meets up with Steve Buscemi, like that scene probably wouldn't even happen. Eric would probably kill Wade before it got there, and then somehow try to pin it on the bad guys, just like he's trying to pin the kidnap on the bad guys.
He would kill Trident.
Yeah, but then he would just get the trident, so it just doesn't work. So we can't really do that
He could
beat.
kill him.
Yeah.
What's he ransoming
Maybe that was
off?
his plan. Is he decided to go? He was like,
Eric
I'm gonna
was
go
an
with
evil
you during
motherfucker the whole time.
I'm gonna go with you during the pickup where you trade the trident for Ariel, and it's like I'm gonna kill you there and say it was the bad guy. I mean,
you could make it different there because
You try to keep your 16-year-old daughter away from me, so I'm going to kill you.
the whole reason he would be having Ariel kidnapped was to be the king of the sea. So why would he need to go through a third party? Why would he just kill his? It's a good point.
just because he doesn't have access to the sea, so Ursula would be that middleman between the two.
Like in Fargo, he's getting the money. He's going to give them part of the money. What's he going to give the people kidnapping Ariel? I guess he's a king. He's probably got plenty of money, but also like
Yeah, he would probably give her a
That's
cut
different,
of
though.
whatever it is because he's trying to be the. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he again because that's what Jerry did. He lied. So maybe he's like, I'll give you the trident and you can be the queen and I'll be the king up here, and we can work together. But in reality, his plan is to actually
hold
become
on.
the king.
Why
and
would he
say,
do
"Fuck
that?
Ursula."
Well, like his father-in-law is king of the sea, so why would he trust someone who tried to betray him or try to trick him earlier in the
point.
movie or
Because
earlier in his life?
Because Jerry is a greedy son of a bitch.
he could
and
play.
we're making
He could
Eric
be playing
that greedy
both
guy.
sides, so he comes out on top. He could be telling
Exactly.
Ursula he's going to give her the trident,
That's what I
trick
said.
him. Okay, I'm sorry. I pulled
I'm
a
sorry,
math there.
yeah.
So I like that idea. Then
Yeah,
that's
he
completely
tells.
different.
Yeah, because that's the same thing Jerry did. He lies to Ursula. Says, "I'm going to give you the trident. You'll be the queen down there. I'll be the king up here." And in reality, his plan is to be the king, and he's going to snuff out Ursula when the opportunity comes up.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Hey, sorry, I drove a boat into you. You're really hot whenever you were a lady. I don't know, whatever else you want. I'll give you more voices, whatever. You can be the queen of the sea." Seemed to be her thing.
Well, I mean, it would make sense, like in the sense of like as far as creating, as
know
far as
what?
like diplomacy, it's creating alliances with.
His kingdom could have fallen on hard times,
That's what I was wanting to go with.
and he was
Because
gonna
he
move-
was too busy out trying to fuck chicks in the water and never
Yes,
actually.
absolutely. So his kingdom's fallen on hard times. He's trying to, he needs, he wants to be
Some
the king
sunken
of the sea.
treasure from the
Something,
ships.
whatever it is, man. I don't know. That thing's probably got treasure powers. It can make legs. God, it can probably fucking make gold. So, yeah, that'd be a good motivation for it. So he's gonna trick Ursula to do it, or to help save his kingdom, and then also be the king of the sea. And he's double crossing everyone. All right, I'm digging what we're doing here now.
King of the Sea.
King of the sea. I'm sorry. Let's keep it racist.
King of the sea. Get it,
Yeah.
get it.
If we're
This
gonna
is
do a
how
movie.
we all talk down here. Yeah, Jose Feliciano. Who plays Jose Feliciano? Is he going to come down there into the sea and do a concert?
Which one was he?
He was when they go to the celebrity room. He goes with the hooker, and he's like, you ever been to the celebrity room? She's like, no. He's like, well, it depends on who's here. Jose Feliciano here, you got no complaints. He's like, he loves Jose Feliciano, man.
So how do we get to the scene where Scuttle shows up and beats the shit out of one of the eels?
I
or
don't know.
whatever?
He could have. I don't know how is Scuttle involved.
Maybe that's who initially. That's how he got
Yes.
in contact with Ursula.
Yes, he sent him to get in contact with one of the eels or something because he seems to do that because for some reason.
Well, is Scuttle supposed to be ship?
We need to figure out.
Shep, yeah.
Ship.
Yeah, so we need to figure out where it goes wrong for Eric and where he's trying to call the deal off or whatever, and goes to Scuttle. Yeah, Scuttle beats the shit out of Eric because honestly, Scuttle doesn't know Eric.
There we go. Here we go. So what happens is Eric makes an initial proposal to King Trident, to where he's like, "Can you make me where I can be a merman and a human at the same time, and I can be one of your lords under the sea?" And so he's like, and he makes a great proposal, but he's got to run it through his council, and so And so he's like, you hear anything? He has him over for dinner. King Trident's got his legs. They're up there in the castle eating and stuff. And he's like, no, I haven't looked at it yet. And he's like, you staying for dinner? He's like, yeah, I'll stay for dinner. And then eventually he calls and says, hey, this deal's pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet deal. It's, maybe this will help.
These numbers are pretty sweet.
And so they, but whenever it comes out, he's like, I'm just going to get one of my other mermen to do the same thing you're doing.
We're not a bank, Eric.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to give you 750,000 clams.
And so that's why he has to set up the plan, because that's his thing. Is he wants to be able to go in between worlds for some reason.
Whatever. It's
because
very weak motivation.
Because why wouldn't you?
It's funny we go from a movie that has very little
experience.
motivation, and we have a movie that has like so much deep. We don't even really know what's going on and why he's doing all this. It's amazing the differences in story writing. But I guess one's for kids. I can't. Kid's not going to get Fargo.
And the other one's Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Exactly. So,
but
for everyone.
I think that's kind of what we want it to be, kind of like a deepish but simple connection then for the story, for the motivation, because one of them is super simple, the other one is pretty complex. So just have it in the middle ground. So he just wants to be able to have some control of some land under the sea. He sets up a proposal for King Trident. King Trident's like, this looks good. I'm going to give it to one of my other guys that I already trust. You keep doing your thing.
We'll give you a finder's fee.
Give you a finder's fee.
A finder's fee is not going to do it for me.
And so
I guarantee you your money back.
We're at war here, Trident. We're at war here.
We're not a bank, Jerry. All right, so that's good. Go ahead.
Oh, and by the way, just so this all comes around, we don't know how their kingdom works as far as Eric's kingdom and how they make money. But I would say, obviously, they breed and sell horses.
Yeah, it's got to be horses. That's how I was going to go there. Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
Now that Matt's gone, we can finally just nail this story down.
We could just knock it out of the park.
I've been waiting, man.
Oh, Matt's gone? I didn't even know he was gone.
You didn't even notice?
Oh, there. I just see a chair there.
That's how much of an impression he makes.
Is that an open bottle of liquor behind him?
No, it may be. Oh, yeah, it does look like there's no cap on there.
I don't. Maybe it has a plug in it.
Let me switch Matt to full screen.
We'll have to ask him what's going on here.
Let's get a good look here. Oh,
I like how he did just
see it.
walk off of camera and.
No, he did say.
Okay.
He said, "I'll be right back, guys."
What is underneath there? Is that a stress ball? What is that?
Yeah, it looks like maybe one of those little like footballs.
I hate all of our stupid race car chairs. It's so
you
annoying.
can't see it on the stream. You can't see either of those things on the stream. That sucks.
It's wonderful though. I love it.
Yeah, I do hate my race car chair.
We have our cool race car chairs with our pillows.
And they're like, yeah, you got this cool pillow that's fucking
uncomfortable.
pointless.
Yeah, it's absolutely pointless. That's I'm like, hey,
mine is
having a good time.
Mine is supposed to go through these loops right here on the side, but I put it up top here.
I do the same thing,
so I can actually use it. Yeah,
it's great. Race car chair talk.
Because I do. Let's see. No, still don't use it. I don't think, even if I lean back. But no, I definitely wanted a mesh office chair. This was the closest I could find at the time. That was a decent price point. There's like, I can't think of the name brand one that I saw, but there's some big name brand like office chairs are like $300. I'm like, I'm not spending that much money.
Well, so, all right, Jerry, so that he wants to get the money, or they goes with someone else. They breed horses, whatever. His kingdom's having a hard time. Somebody invented a wheel. I don't know. Something happened.
Maybe that's what it is. That's the whole thing. He wants to get under the sea so he can take seahorses, turn them into real horses. He needs to try to
legs.
The
motherfucker gives legs, so it's
and those seahorses become real horses because his breed is dying out for whatever reason.
Okay,
famine,
so
the Black Plague. This is back in the day.
When does he realize he doesn't want to do this? He loves his wife and doesn't want her to be kidnapped anymore, or what? What goes wrong? When does Scuttle come and beat the shit out of her? What happens?
I'm not sure.
I guess he goes to Scuttle and goes, "Hey man, like I'm ready to call it off," or something. I don't know. Like he goes and beats the shit out of him. I don't know, man. He did it for mentioning his name.
The only thing that I could think of that kind of like
blood has been shed, Eric.
Blood has been shared.
I can think that could happen is like King Trident, like because the whole scene was like he's like, yeah, I will. He's like, it's a pretty sweet deal. And he's like, okay, cool, it's gonna work out. Trident tells him the same thing. He goes to the meeting. He's like, I'm gonna give this to the other guy. What do you want for a finder's fee? That's the only thing I can think of.
He beats him up because he thinks he may end up going back to prison.
Well, see, the thing we gotta think of is
Scuttle.
Oh, Scuttle. Yeah. What would
his motivation be for beating the shit out of him?
Because
that's got to be in the movie.
Because who's he going to beat the shit out of?
Eric.
No. He beat the shit out of Steve Buscemi. So
The
he beat
eels?
the shit out of the eels.
Yeah, it had to be one of the eels. You're right. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Or he beats the shit out of Ursula.
Yeah, fuck him.
I mean, it won't make sense, but I like that visually better. He just is fucking bombing down on Ursula, just pecking the shit out of her.
He kills him with an axe. He fucking axes that guy.
God,
Puts
yeah.
him in a wood chipper. What a terrible way to die. So, this
With
might
the
be a
fucking
lead.
shut off jaw.
And that was the most predictable part of the movie. Like Steve Buscemi's running his mouth to him. I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work out. Like,
just
has he
staring off
not
in the
seen?
TV.
He
the
just
movie?
found out that his favorite character in his drama was pregnant, and Steve Buscemi comes in there with a fucking shut off mouth, going, "I'm taking the fucking car."
And like,
fucking way.
I just now realized that's Dale Earnhardt, man. That's awesome.
There's a sick
That's
shirt.
a great
Yeah.
shirt.
So, all right, we'll nix the ship. The Scuttle beating the shit out of him. I guess.
That's my favorite
no,
part, man.
It
I,
is.
I think
It's
Scuttle
so
should
hard
beat the
to-
shit out of
He's like
the
choking him
eels.
with the belt. And he's like choking him with the belt.
He chokes one of the eels with the other eel.
I think
Perfect.
what happens is Scuttle beats the shit out of the eels because people died and people weren't supposed to die. And that's
Okay,
why
who
he beats the
dies?
shit out of the eels.
I guess
What's
Ariel,
Scuttle's-
does Ariel die?
I would
No.
say Scuttle's
Well,
version.
I mean, well, the wife dies in the movie.
Jean dies. He just
Yeah.
lets her die. He's just like, she's over there dead.
I'm gonna.
What
I'm
happened
gonna
to her? She was doing some shrieking. I don't know. I was trying to.
I wanna
She
try
didn't have
to
a
build.
voice. I don't know.
I'm gonna try to build some backstory for Scuttle because like Scuttle knows all this about the human world, right? How does he know?
Yeah.
Well, you can say that he flies around and sees it.
Does
But
he really know? He called a
he-
fork a bomb
Wait.
dingle.
He doesn't speak English. I think that's obvious.
He speaks secret.
So what he does is he was actually captured by humans one time and put in a cage, and they were fucking with him constantly. So he was in prison.
Say
and
Polly want a cracker. Say Polly want a cracker.
and he escaped. And so since all this has started,
I guess he doesn't want Eric to find out that he's somehow involved with it. But Eric's the guy that went to him. So who
Yeah.
the fuck? Why? It's not important, man. We can just skip past it.
Sebastian, yeah. Well, Scuttle
Well, we
is.
don't really. Yeah, like, we
Scuttle
don't know
is a
why
good guy.
Jared needs
Sebastian,
money. So
Sebastian would go to Scuttle and start asking him questions about what happened. So then he has to go to the eels and be like, "Hey, because Sebastian is Margie,
Hey, he doesn't want to get back to Trident.
who well, no, Scuttle
involved.
doesn't want to go back. Yeah, that makes more sense.
He doesn't want Trident knowing. He
Yeah,
doesn't want him sending a seashell army after him.
maybe that's
What
what
is
it
it? Fucking
is.
seahorse, seashell?
So where was he?
No way.
well,
Not never.
Yeah, I guess, but he kind of has free. He's the only seagull we see around, so maybe he's like allowed to work to operate in this area. And if Trident
He finds
finds
out
out he's fucking around, he's
a
kicking him out.
fucking send a fucking Trident blast heading your way.
you said my name. You said my
said
name.
my name. You said my name.
So
He's-
Sebastian comes asking too many questions to Scuttle. So Scuttle then goes and whips the ass of the eels because the eels had killed some people.
Yeah, because
plays
that's
the
right. Because the
hookers.
cops wouldn't go talk to Shep during.
So
that
the
day.
eels are the ones that captured, even though Ursula's Steve Buscemi, the eels captured Ariel, and as they were going through, like maybe like a mermaid riding a seahorse saw them and was trying to get them, and the eels killed them. So that was two mermaids dead. And
Pretty
then
much.
Sebastian finds that. He ends up going to Scuttle, say, "Hey, did you see anything? What happened here?" He's like, I noticed you were flying around at 3 a.m. around that area. You know what happened." And so then he goes and he beats up the eels and beats the eels' asses.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. There we go.
So,
Uh,
who plays
like-
the hookers?
Who plays the hookers?
I'm
We
guessing
already
it's the
said
two
it.
ladies washing
Ariel
clothes.
sisters. We already said
Yeah,
that.
it's Ariel's sisters.
All right, perfect.
There's enough of them to fit all the hookers in the movie.
Yeah.
I
There's
was
seven
banging
of
there.
them.
I still have plenty to spare. Maybe in this movie we'll have more hooker banging.
So,
Or we're gonna have
Yeah, we
full
won't-
penetration.
We want to actually do justice to all these sisters Ariel had
one sister,
and give them more
two
screen
sisters,
time.
3 sisters.
Yeah, that was
four
kind of
sisters,
weird.
sisters,
Like
five
when I was
sisters,
watching
five
the
sisters
movie,
come over.
I was watching the movie today with Emily, and I was like sitting there going like, he has all these daughters, and Ariel for some reason is the special one because
And
she's the youngest.
where's the mom?
That's a good question.
He turned
And
her
yeah,
into a
and
fish.
why is Ariel the special one? All these other ones seem great. He's like, the fuck up's the only one I care about. She's too busy dealing with who's its and what's its.
She's
she
got
has
to get
her-
on land.
She wants to be on land, man.
This is my deal here, Wade. So, all right, we're past that point. Now
Okay.
we got to figure out when it goes. So he went there and said, why does he when it goes wrong? Something has to go wrong and he wants to get out. And then how does Trident get killed?
What do you keep saying? Something. What is the part that something went wrong and he wanted to get out that you saw in the movie?
He wanted to call the deal
In
off.
Fargo?
When did he want
to?
to? But when did that happen? Because I feel like I've
Blood
already
has been
addressed
shed,
that.
Jerry. After they had killed the cop or whatever, right? Was that the one ever he decided?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought he- no,
After
no,
after he killed the cop and the two witnesses.
Those two other people, yeah. So
Yeah,
I thought he wanted to
that's
call-
when Steve Buscemi's character called Jerry and go like, "Blood has been shed, Jerry. Blood has been shed. You're gonna owe us more money."
he wanted to up
See,
the
I
ransom.
think you're mixing up two different scenes in there because the part where William H. Macy wanted to call off the deal, that was when he got the deal he thought with Wade. So he was like, okay, I don't need the deal anymore. But then did Steve Buscemi call Jerry and say, hey, there's blood been shed?
Yeah.
And the deal's changed?
Yeah.
Okay, so at some point,
After Frank or Jerry Frank, I'm thinking of fucking his other show. When Jerry went and talked to Shep, it was before his wife was kidnapped, before he knew his wife was kidnapped, and then he went back to his house and saw this
that
like
shit, man, kidnapped.
yeah, and this was after the deal fell through and he was offered a finder's fee, and then that's when he's like, okay, good, at least I didn't cancel it. Let me call Wade and go like, Wade, I need to talk to you. And then he was
Okay, so
sitting there practicing in the
Devin
kitchen.
is mixing up the whole the cancel thing because so I feel like I've addressed that then.
Yeah.
When he wanted to cancel it.
Yeah. He wanted to cancel it before his wife was kidnapped, before he found out that he was only going to get a finder's fee.
Yeah, so at some point, Trident called him and said, hey, we'll meet up and check out this deal.
Mm-hmm. He went to check out the deal. Ariel's been kidnapped. And then he's like, okay, good. This is still happening. So then he calls Trident and like, hey, I need, help.
Ursula stole
I need some
Ariel
gum.
again.
I need some Trident gum,
The
spearmint.
deal doesn't want to get called off. What happens is they have to kill those
He
two
didn't listen
things.
to anything we just said.
Not a goddamn word. They
I just finished rewatching the movie.
They
And
killed
Tom
the two
just
guys.
got finished watching the movie.
They got
Devin
mad,
hasn't
and then
watched
wanted-
it in what 6 months.
So they killed.
He doesn't
the
know what the
guys.
fuck happens in the movie anymore.
So they killed the guys, and then, I just know quotes. They killed the guys,
Yeah.
and then
Who's
he
they and
called
what guys?
Steve Buscemi, and then Carl's whatever his name is. They kill the two people and the cop, and they call and say, "Blood's been shed. We want the entire ransom." So that happens, and somehow who gets killed then? Why do the eels call and want the
Well,
entire
no,
trident?
That's what I said earlier is what had
I wasn't
happened
listening.
We know.
No, I said this when you should have been listening. Is
Oh shit!
the eels whenever they're
You have a
they're
pen?
getting they're yeah, I just picked one up for some reason. America.
You're writing
Whatever.
this
He's
down.
probably going to suck on this.
Whenever they went whenever they captured Ariel and they're carrying her through the water, a seahorse police officer sees them and starts following them. And then so the eels turn around, or Ursula the eels, whoever, turns around, kills that guy. And then another seahorse with a guy on it floats by. They
They're
turn around to
like-
kill that. They
they're
turn around to kill that
scared.
guy. Oh man, I'm just sitting there like, just why'd you have to see what happened?
Wrong place, wrong time, man. That's
God
just something
damn
that
it, yeah.
happens.
And that's
It's
that's part of the uncomfortableness. And I know, and the reality is, it's like, I was like, if I was in a situation, I saw some shit I shouldn't have seen, and the person's like, look, don't say anything. And I'm like, I won't say anything. Like, if you say anything, we're going to kill you. Of course, I'd eventually say something.
Yeah.
You have to kill me in that situation. There's no way around it. He did the right thing.
So,
He did the right thing.
And so
get mad.
that's the blood being shed.
So they get mad and want what? They're already going to get the whole kingdom. What do they want?
Well,
Both?
The trident.
yeah,
Trident
what-
with magical powers.
how do they want more money if they
It
were
gives
already going to get the
legs.
whole kingdom?
I guess say they want the land kingdom too. I don't know.
Maybe.
Something.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. We're in a real pickle here, brothers. It doesn't
What
matter.
is
We'll
listen?
Move past it.
Yeah, this is a really
We'll
really
fix it.
move
We'll
past
fix
this
it in editing.
And then everyone dies. The end.
Yeah. So how does
a lot of people
Sebastian
die.
end up? how does Sebastian get to the point where he finds Ursula with two dead eels and a dead Ariel?
Freeze! Yeah.
Freeze!
Because Margie is such a big part of this movie, and we haven't mentioned Sebastian at all,
Margie's
really.
great.
She is the main protagonist.
So now that I think we've kind of laid out the story, now we can kind of go through and see and do the parts with Margie hitting each point and everything.
Okay.
Because Sebastian's a crab, he can go land and sea. It makes so much sense.
Did you have to see that?
Yeah.
No, you got a ghost.
Yeah, there was a fucking orb that just floated by my camera.
Whatever, man. Ghosts aren't real. So
fucking orb.
I know he's all like ghosts and goblins and shit.
I gotta make a Grim History episode right quick.
You know, little green ghouls.
Little green ghouls. He smiles.
Yeah, like ghouls.
All right, so should this person? So the crab's the detective.
Yeah, so Sebastian's initially called by Trident, which Trident's kind of playing two roles. He's like the governor and the Wade at the same time.
He's the governor of North Dakota.
I don't know who the fuck called her that night. She's the chief.
She's the chief of police.
It's a
We got
beautiful
two
day
dead bodies
to-
down here.
But so Sebastian is going to the site, and he's like,
Let's
okay,
go look
he's
at
like-
that state trooper, huh?
He's like, there's a fucking a dead merman with the horse died too, the seahorse, and he's got like a fucking one of those snapper fishes that are under, what do they call the angler fishes with a light on his head? That's his and it's on his head, and so he's like, okay, and they kind of.
So this is a SpongeBob episode.
Really getting into world building.
This is SpongeBob, and so they go through. She pretty much figures out the whole crime and everything that happened there, and like, so I guess now they're on the hunt for they're looking for a car the whole time. So what's the car in this situation?
A submarine.
And how do you leave? That doesn't leave tracks. I don't know. I think that starts getting a little bit
Leaves
more
a
difficult.
bubble trail.
But we know that she's following the whole time. She does a great job. There's some point where Sebastian goes up and talks to Eric himself, and I guess Eric is like, "Oh, we got to figure out."
I'm
the horses."
cooperating. You want me to go
I'm
do the goddamn
cooperating.
like counting? I'll do it like counting.
Yeah, there has to be something for her for Sebastian to catch on Eric.
Maybe Eric and Trident already had a deal where Eric was the reason Eric's slow on horses because he's been giving a lot of horses to Trident to turn into seahorses, and so now he's low on seahorses, and
So
that's
this
what
is the Rohan and
I don't know.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't. Who cares, man? It doesn't have to be far. We don't have to put the whole story of Fargo into this
yeah,
shit.
you're right. I want to get to the point where Sebastian gets there and he has a fish gun, and he's pointing it at fucking what's her name? I like the idea of the eels fucking chucking her into a fucking thing. But anyways, has the gun and is about to kill either Sebastian or kill the eels or Ursula, and then captures them, and then I want to see how that plays out, and then get to the scene where Eric is captured by the police, and who those police even are.
I don't know, man. It's
fucking King Trident's out there on the shore just zapping murder.
It's
Really-
Grim and Max, the
really
dog and the
Eric's
old
gonna be-
guy.
Eric's going to be arrested by the sea police from Trident or whatever.
Yes, Trident's just out there on the shore just zapping
It's
murder.
the
Trident
other
has to
two
be killed.
sisters who aren't whores. Just arrest
Trident has
him.
to get murdered if he's Wade. He gets shot 7 times.
Because
It doesn't have to follow it exactly. I said he's got to be Wade.
well,
and
his
he's gotta
trident
be-
has to be buried out there in the sands with a fucking ice scraper.
That's right.
Marking
There's a
them.
scene where he buries the thing. Yeah, man. We're just going to have to wrap it up. I don't know. It's too hard to fit it all in
Wrap it
together.
up. We've only been live for 45 minutes.
What?
What? An hour and 15.
It's 10.
we started at 9.
Yeah.
We got till 11. We got 45 more minutes.
We don't got to go till 11. We can do whatever we want to do.
No, yeah. Normally we do whatever we want to do. Normally we go from 9:30, or I mean from 8:30 to 10. That's the plan. We always go past it. Now,
You're adding
so
30 minutes to it.
I think you're
got 10 more
I think you're
minutes.
convoluting us going past it. That's
Yeah.
what we are supposed to do.
I always thought we did 2 hours.
No. We always go past it.
Yeah, it always
It's
ends
supposed
up.
to be till 10.
But now
Oh,
we're
yeah.
pretty much here.
We're here. We're at the end.
we did it.
We don't know how
did
to
it.
really
We did it,
wrap it
folks.
all up. We really can't
All right,
piece
someone-
it together.
Someone summarize.
I really want to see that scene
What scene?
The
It's gotta be
scene
some
where
shit out of-
Margie fucking catches the bad guy. We gotta have that.
We gotta have-
He's fleeing the scene. He's fleeing the scene.
Like, why would she go up there, man?
She's fleeing the interview.
Why don't you
He's
just do a
fleeing the
like
interview.
a like count then? She's like smiling.
So we need to have Sebastian catch Ursula.
Fucking shredding up the.
Shredding up the
He's a little
eels.
crab, yeah. So like, he's got to be
He's gotta-
shredding up.
He's got a
thought-
sea gun.
He's got a
thought
sea
Eric-
gun, yeah.
No, Eric's Jerry, so Eric's gonna get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said that earlier. Too.
Ariel's dead
I
at
want to
this
see
point.
that scene as
But
well.
who arrests him if Trident's dead?
There's a son.
Would he become king? Are we gonna get a Lion King situation out of this?
Yeah,
Where Scar
there's gonna be
becomes king?
another. His
Well, no,
brother.
he had no sons, but there was all those sisters, all those daughters.
He
One
has
daughter,
two brothers,
daughters, three
Poseidon
daughters.
and Neptune. We gotta pick one.
What? No. Trident is Poseidon and Neptune. Poseidon and Neptune, number one, are the same guy, and then two, Trident is also.
Not according to
the same guy.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob,
Yeah.
they're two different people.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God this
Poseidon
isn't a
likes
SpongeBob
hamburgers.
mashup.
There will be but one challenge. All right. So he gets killed. The end.
Who kills Triton?
Yeah, who kills Trident?
Ursula?
I was thinking
Ursula.
Eric. I like that. If we don't even have to do that scene that way, we could do the scene differently. But if we do the scene differently, it all plays out the way it's supposed to.
But the end is gonna be Ariel dead,
Yeah.
Ariel's
Trident,
dead. Ariel's
maybe dead. Eric's gonna get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
The
Maybe
eels are
instead
gonna
of-
get killed.
Like they bring Eric to court under the sea and he just drowns. That's
Maybe, maybe instead of Trident being killed, he gets turned into one of those soul things or whatever.
Yeah.
Where like
the barnacles.
during
Yeah,
the
whatever
meeting,
those crazy looking
during the
things are.
meeting, that's what Ursula does. She's like, "I got you now," and then she does it. But then he didn't have the Trident with him, so got to figure it out from there. And then Sebastian's like, sees this guy shoving eels in an underwater wood chipper.
He's like, "Stop, police!"
Underwater wood chipper is just a shark that you just feed.
It's that shark from the beginning that's fucking
Yeah.
chomping up the goddamn boat up like his jaws are made of steel.
Like he is a wood chipper.
Yeah, he's a wood.
He's a
Oh
wood
my
chipper,
god!
yeah.
It all.
We
it all
figured it
works.
out.
All right, we wrapped it up at the end,
It was.
boys.
We foreshadowed it at the beginning that we didn't mention.
I like that though.
Yeah, I like the shark being the wood
Shark
chipper.
wood chipper.
So
Ursula's feeding-
Ursula's feeding the eels Steve Buscemi's character into
The shark.
the shark.
And then
Sebastian
Sebastian
comes up and he's like, he finds Ariel dead in the underwater shed, and
Under
it's
the
like,
shed.
Stop!
Under the shit. Under the shit.
Do that Jamaican man telling somebody to stop one more time.
Stop!
Stop! I'm gonna be a
There
shooting
you,
you.
I'm sitting here like, how would a stop sound from a Jamaican? Devin nailed it. I don't know what yours was. Man.
Stupid. I'm from Sweden.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know what accent it is. It's like you gotta hit that stop runny. You gotta say a
Points
few
to his
words
hat.
first.
Stop! Police!
Pointed at his crab claws. All right.
I think we did it. And then
Ursula
so now,
tries to run away. He shoots one of her tentacles and she falls on the ice.
Shoots right in the back. Oh, that's right. And he arrests. So Ursula's technically alive again
Yeah.
because just got arrested. All
Sebastian
for a little
arrests
bit of
her.
the kingdom.
So how does who arrests Eric?
Sebastian.
Sebastian? Or how does that
Well,
play out?
clearly Ursula's gonna go. Eric fucking put me up to this and squeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll go arrest him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, simple enough.
Yeah.
He's hiding
but
out.
How
He's
do
like,
they
"Just a
arrest?
minute.
How
Just a minute. Just
How
a minute.
How do they
Fucking
arrest him? How
Sebastian's
do
out
a
there
bunch
with
of
a bunch
fish
of
arrest Eric on land?
Well, that's Sebastian becomes the king. He takes the trident.
Well, the trident's buried somewhere in the sands in the
He
coral
finds
reef.
it, man.
Fucking Trident can give people legs. He gives people legs to go arrest Eric.
Trident's
he can do whatever
dead.
he wants.
Well, Trident's dead. Or no,
Trident's-
he's a.
Well, he's got the
Well,
Trident.
no. Trident was a soulless guy. So Sebastian, once he takes Ursula in, it revives Trident just like it did in the first movie. Trident gets the thing, and Sebastian's leading.
So
a group
he
of
has like a Thor
mermen
power
men.
where he just holds out his hand and the trident comes to him from buried under a fence in the snow.
I don't
That's
think that's
exactly
far,
what we're talking
far-
about.
That's what we're doing. That's what's
That's
happening.
not a far fetched thing to say after seeing the movie.
It is.
Yeah, that's a
Little
good
Mermaid.
point. Yeah.
All right,
So-
they get arrested at the end.
He pulls it up. He goes to the shore. Sebastian leads the charge of these mermen, human, in there to capture.
They have a new
Eric.
hero called
he's
Aquaman.
He's like, "What a minute!" Now I
just
can't do
a
that
minute.
shit. That's
Just a minute. Is this your 98 Burgundy out here? Just a minute. I
just want my baseball cards.
It'd be a '89
Movie.
Mustang.
All
Because
right,
Mustang's
perfect.
a horse.
All right, so cool. So
I get
He
it.
did it.
They arrest Eric. They drag him underwater. He can't breathe, so he dies under there.
He drowns a terrible,
He
painful
drowns,
death. of
and
drowning.
that is
I think
and that is the end to the original Grim history. No, not the Grim fairy tales.
Don't plug your goddamn show.
I know. It's
I
fucked
feel
up.
like this story is like Jesus. We nailed it. I think we really came to a good ending. Or not a good ending. We came to the same ending it already was, but we
we
made
got
it to it.
to an ending.
Yes, there you go. So, if anybody's still here, they aren't. But if you are, please go subscribe, leave a comment. The biggest thing we need from people, I don't even care if you like or comment, really, just give us suggestions.
Just dislike it. Just
Follow.
do it. Just dislike it.
Follow our social media, or you don't even have to follow. Just give us suggestions. Leave comments of suggestions. Send us emails. Just give us suggestions of ideas for stories you want us to use, characters you want us to use. Anything goes, and we're gonna try to match together into a story. And at the
Yeah,
end
if
of
you
the day,
didn't like this one, I can't wait to see which the one you suggest we do and you don't like.
I think this is like one of the worst case scenarios story mashups. But at the same time, I do think that both of these stories are already very similar. We just
I really
didn't
wish we
realize
had
it.
saved Fargo for something else. I really wish we did.
We can pull it out of the trash. We can figure it out. We'll do something else.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you, guys. You want to close it out, Devin?
I appreciate it, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Know me, feel me. You know what I'm saying, man? Hope you enjoy your weekends. Raise your glasses. All. You know what I'm saying, dog. And y'all have a good weekend.
I do like the stuttering uhs because that's very Fargo of you. I will say
I'm
to
cooperating.
both of you
In the
guys,
story.
whenever I hit the
And,
thanks for
in the
watching
story.
screen, we should just quit talking, or we can keep talking. That
All
could
right,
be our
well,
thing.
why don't we do a summary of the story?
You can do one.
A summary.
The summary of this. Go watch Fargo.
Yeah, go watch Fargo.
Yeah,
That's
And then
the story.
imagine Little Mermaid the whole time, and then think of the best version you could of what those two stories would be, and then maybe you did something better than what we did.
I like
gonna
how we
move to
ended
North
and we got more viewers than we did when we started.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
shit! When did somebody like literally 2 seconds ago it was 3 viewers?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we gotta stretch.
We
We
got
gotta
we're
make
out.
this. But yeah, you can go ahead and if you got anything you want to say, Matt, go ahead and say it, and then we're gonna.
Just remember Neil's book is out now for pre-order, so please go order it if you want the ebook. The hardcover is coming out soon, along with the soft cover. But right now, if you go to his website, you can pre-order the ebook.
That website is neilromreal.com. It is not currently in the description. If you go to our last video, it will be in that description, so you can go check there, or it may possibly be added to the description later.
And he also has some cool merch you can buy from there. Right now, it's just
Is it?
Yeah. Well, it's just a little coffee cup that you
No,
can get.
that's enough for me. That thing's cool as shit.
So if I think he has it up now. If he doesn't have it up now, give it
I didn't
2
see it.
weeks.
I think
Yeah, give
that's
it 2
lying.
weeks. It'll be up there.
His wife's making them. They're handcrafted by
Yeah,
his wife.
they're not dishwasher safe.
She's a blacksmith.
She told me that.
No, yeah, there's not.
They're not dishwasher safe. Also, from now on, the Rough Craft is at 8:30
Thank
on
you.
Thursdays now.
Thank you.
So, if you're looking for the Rough Craft on Saturdays,
For now.
we're not gonna be there.
Yeah, that's why I used to always say talk to you guys again at a later date and time, because it's so hard to nail down schedules with, especially now with 3 different people with 3 different work schedules, 3 different children, 3 different wives, 3 different lives. It's hard to get down a specific schedule. We're
That
going
was
to try
beautiful,
this.
Tommy.
Thank you, man. It all worked out in the end. I really think this Thursday thing, hopefully it'll work out. You may have late days like today where I was running late because my wife got off late. So just that's hip hop.
That's hip hop, baby. Devin, any announcements you want to make?
Nope.
Den's going to be streaming on Twitch go check out Om Goducket on Twitch.
Stream,
and
Fortnite
yeah.
on the regular.
Now that Fortnite no longer has build mode, you can see him there.
No, I think they're just doing 2 different ones now.
Oh yeah,
you have-
I know they still have the build mode version. I actually played a game one night, and still wasn't good at the game. I got second place.
Almost won, yeah. I got like second or third or whatever. I killed like 10 people, and then someone shot me in the back.
So that's the difference. I killed 0 people, and then I died in the circle because
once that circle got tiny, I was laying motherfuckers out, man. Because then it's a skill based game, and it's not how. Well, I guess building is a skill too. Don't get me wrong, it's hard. I can't do it, but it's who can shoot the gun the best.
It goes to a skill that you already have and you've developed
yeah.
over years, not something that these kids have just figured out in the past few years.
How to get the high ground and then shoot at you from the high ground.
Yeah.
So
but all right.
anyway,
it's
a
cool,
ground
man.
ending.
All right,
Night,
so
everybody.
thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. Tell us what you want us to do, and we'll talk to you guys again at a later date and time.
Later. Are we supposed to mute now that you have the end screen?
You can mute if you want to. It doesn't matter. We can keep talking. It's got some Juneberry Junction planned.
NASCAR's in Bristol this weekend. Next weekend's Talladega.
Are you a NASCAR guy all of a sudden?
I have been watching it ever since I've been watching Slap Shoes on YouTube.
I don't know what either of those things. Oh, I know NASCAR.
Slap Shoes is a good guy. He's from South Carolina. He's in Spartanburg.
Why are you wearing a Dale Earnhardt shirt?
I found it.
I just want to show people you're into racing.
Well, no, like
I watched the race where he died, Matt.
Me too.
That was the last race I ever watched.
Daytona 500. This is my granny bought me this shirt in Charlotte Raceway when we went there when I was 12.
Always remember, he died 2 weeks before my great granddaddy died, and I remember that because that was also 2 weeks after my granddaddy died. So my dad's dad died 2 weeks later. Terminator or the Intimidator died.
Terminator.
And then 2 weeks later, my dad's dad died. Or no, swap those two around.
I have.
Yeah, it's not funny. I'd appreciate if you didn't laugh.
I'm not laughing. You're the one who like my granddad.